For it. Hello, my name is Dylan, and today I am here with my mom.
Hi.
David.
Hello.
And Mark.
Hey.
And we're here with a story that I wrote quite some time back. It's called The Recess Story. But earlier today I made revisions to it, and I think it's got to go on video. And anyway, Mark and David have never heard the story or seen the story, since it's also a presentation. So now we will be seeing the story, and it's actually a pretty good story. So, do you want to scoot closer or no?
I can see.
Okay.
I have my eyes in it.
Can you see, Mark?
I can see.
Okay. So, and my mom's already seen this. So, The Recess Story by Dylan. Recess. Those magical 20 minutes when you get to get away from all the work. You just get to run around free with your friends. No teachers get to boss you around except maybe the recess managers. Isn't it great? Or was it? Because the lack of the results controlling you all the time, it's the prime time for other kids to pick on you. This is a story about how stereotypes affected recess time one day. To see how, let's look at the experience of 4 kids in the courtyard. Sound interesting?
It sounds great.
What do you think?
I'm intrigued.
I think you're good.
So, here we go. Oh, it's more laggy now that I'm recording. So our first kid's a boy. He's in 1st grade, and one day he comes to school all like, "Hey guys, I watched the last episode of Ben 10 last night, and it was so awesome." And the other kids are like, "I know, right?" So when he goes to recess, he has a lot of fun talking about Ben 10 with his friends during recess. That was somebody outside. But then we have our second kid. He's also a boy in 1st grade, but when he comes to school before morning meeting starts, he comes to school and he takes a risk. He comes to his friends and says, "Hey guys, last night I watched the last episode of My Little Pony. I had no idea they would do that. I was so surprised." This kid's recess has just become a living nightmare. I think you can guess why. Then there's our 3rd kid. She's a girl. She probably isn't even in 1st grade. More likely 2nd and 3rd grade, maybe even 4th. She waits till recess time to tell her friends what she watched last night. Surprisingly, she watched Ben 10, but the other girls don't make fun of her. They're interested. One of them even says, "What's it like, What goes on the show? Maybe I should check it out if you like it." I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe we'll discuss how the other girls didn't make fun on a later date. Before recess is over, we have our 4th kid. He's a boy in 1st grade, and I think his story is the most interesting. When he comes to class during recess, he takes a risk. He goes to his classmates and said, "I just got a new doll. It looks so good in my dollhouse. Do you have any?" The reaction he received was similar to the reaction that the other kid who liked My Little Pony got, but then multiply that by 3. That's the reaction he got. Now recess is over, and all the kids go back to their classes for a few more hours, and then dismissal comes. Now we're only going to focus on the 4th kid. He looks for his parents, and then he sees them. He goes over to them, they hug him, he hugs them, and then they ask him how his day was. Do you know what he said? That kid will probably not return to playing dolls for at least 15 to 20 years, if ever. Now he'll have much less experience with dolls and will care less for smaller things. He won't know how to comfort his daughter when her dolls break, all because of recess.
That's so good, Dylan.
It's not done. Even if these 4 kids decided not to tell their friends what they liked but wore a shirt with a logo on it, the same thing would have happened. In fact, if you have a shirt for something, it broadcasts that you like that thing to everyone around you, because they look at you and they see your shirt and they think, he or she has a shirt for a TV show. He or she must like it a lot. Even if it's not a t-shirt, it could be a backpack, helmet, etc. And when adults say to kids, "When another kid is bothering you, walk away." What good does walking away do when the other kids just follow you? Besides, the point of having kids walk away is to show the bullies that it's not working. Instead, just the contrary happens. When the bullies see the kids walking away, they might think to themselves, "Ooh, he or she's walking away. They must not like what I'm doing, so I'll do it some more." What's more is that, what's more is that when kids like the second and fourth kids were bullied, the reason why they don't tell the teacher is because, or so they've been told, being a tattletale makes you as bad as the bullies.
Right on, Dylan. Right on, Reverend Dylan.
Believe it or not, lots of bullying takes place in front of adults who want kids to work things out on their own. Seems to be working pretty good. Not! Unless this is a life preparatory school, many adults are guilty of being bystanders. And by the way, most schools are life preparatory. Before you go, think about the story. Think about how the fourth kid wasn't brave enough to tell the recess manager, or more importantly, stand up for himself. Think about how the first and third kids were encouraged. Even the second kid made contributions to recess time that day. So how about you? What contributions will you make today?
Dylan, I think I have to send him a good letter from Robert's cousin who's at Scholastic.
Oh, he went to Scholastic?
I think this is like a finished children's book. It's great. It's really good. No, he's so good. So compassionate and wise. I'm very proud of you. Can I see your website?
My website?
Yeah.
I can show you that after the video. Do you have any other comments?
I loved it. I thought it was completely clear and economically written and funny and kind of natural and smart. It moved along. It was
David,
excellent.
what do you think?
I agree with everything Mark says, and I like your characters and the ideas you're trying to draw to different characters about who they were and what that represented.
Yeah?
Did you show the part about
What?
liking the doll was a musical?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came up.
Makes you a good father. Doesn't make you gay, it makes you a good father.
No, and actually, why don't we do it again? And
It's
this
a great
time,
one.
we can have comments while we go along.
You want to?
Okay.
Just
So,
don't read it.
what?
Don't read it again.
Oh, well,
It's
actually,
too hard.
I have an idea. I won't read it. You can read it.
No, show us something else.
Well, what else?
Let's see that other video you were going to show
Or
us.
you're teaching pie.
Oh, can I see? Can I
Well,
see your YouTube channel?
I'm still recording, you know.
Can I see your YouTube channel?
Well, so, I hope you liked the recess story. And
I thought it was excellent.
Excellent.
Really excellent.
Very proud.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't say it if I didn't read it.
yeah, and
And I
like,
like how the PowerPoint works there too.
yeah, and like it says, even if the four kids decided not to tell their friends what they liked, just that or that would have been enough, right?
Just what or what?
Yeah, just the lunchbox or the T-shirt.
And that sells products and it promotes the consumption of those products because people want to
Right, exactly.
communicate. I'm a member of the
Yeah,
Ben
the club.
tribe or the
Yeah.
tribe or whatever.
Yeah,
The
whatever.
Apple Computer Tribe.
Exactly.
I bet they make apple lunchboxes with an apple on them
I'm
and
sure
like
they do.
eat apples. They're fruits.
No, isn't there? It's a natural.
Okay, so let's.
So and also if you have a similar story or a similar
I
situation,
love it.
post it in the comments. And yeah, I hope to be making more story times with Dylan soon.
Oh, good.
And so we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.